Okay. I'm never getting this camera position right, man. At any point at the minute, I swear down. Right. Oh, hang on. Wait, that mic could be too loud. Let me just check. Yes, it is. There we go. Should be the right volume now. Okay. It looks like the internet tried to have a moment there. That's why I stayed on the screen for slightly longer. The mic is not muted, Ali. Very funny. But it seems to have stabilized. If it does cut out, bear with me. And I'll get it back up as soon as I can. But hopefully, we should be good. But hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. It's been quite quiet in the Payday sphere, right? There's not been anything happening recently, has there? It's been quite quiet. No major news. Nothing's happened of any note, has it? I don't think it has. I don't think it has. You know? I don't think so. Okay, let's not dance around it. Hello, everyone. So thank you very much. Oh, Crazy Bunch of the Prime sub. Thank you very much. As well as. As well as Stu Pot for the 8 months earlier. Appreciate that over on Twitch. Thank you to those of you who've subscribed on Twitch. Also on YouTube, we've got a couple of new channel members. I will mention I have completely overhauled the channel memberships for YouTube. New icons, new tier names, new everything. Planning to start giving some more benefits over there. So if you do want to support me over on YouTube, you can become a channel member. That's also an option. But yes, right. Let's just cover why I'm doing this stream, because part of me was thinking I was going to leave it a little bit longer before I streamed Payday 3 again. But I mentioned it in the description. I put it in the YouTube live chat, and I think I also mentioned it in Discord. I can't remember. Basically, the reason I'm doing this stream now is because I know I'm going to be streaming when Jacket comes out on Monday night, and I don't want the first stream I do for Payday 3 after quitting the partnership within less than a week of me announcing that to be, let's check out a new DLC. I don't think that is very fair. I think that's... I think if nothing else, that gives mixed messages, you know, because I have on it, like I've said in the video, you know, I don't have enough faith in Starbreeze as a company based on their choices to want to work that closely with them anymore, and I think that it would be very unfair of me and incredibly unreasonable to make those points, which I feel are personally valid, and then less than a week later be like, let's buy their DLC and check it out, because I will be buying the Jacket DLC. Now I'm not a partner, I'm going to buy it myself. Mainly because, you know, I want to show that I'm putting the investment in. Now I'm not a partner. I'm still going to buy the things and talk them through with you. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I'd done another Payday 3 stream before that happens. Just so we have a bit of chance to just, if anyone has any questions or anything they want to talk about with relation to the video I put out yesterday. Also, a dev update came out today, so if you want to know my thoughts on that, I mean, like I said, I'm still going to talk Payday 3 stuff, so we can still talk about that too. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we had a bit of time to just chat things through and make sure that if there were any lingering questions, I could basically answer them for you. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Watch the dev blog, says Bosnian Dallas on Twitch. I have watched it myself already, so I mean we can watch the dev update if you want to. Maybe we could watch it later, but I watched it through. I think it was very well designed. I don't think it didn't tell us tons of stuff we didn't already know. But they have already given us an actual dev blog, which I think says more than the dev update did this time. I think that's just the nature of it. I think the way that the dev update this time was laid out was not quite as structured as the typical ones, where, like, you know, Almir or Elizabeth are sat on a couch telling you everything or whatever it may be. This time it was more Ollie talking through everything, and I love Ollie. Ollie's a good dude, so it was cool seeing him get to do more stuff. But I think as a result, they just didn't really say a lot that was new about the game per se, about what was coming in that update. But we can have a look over the Jacket stuff. We absolutely can. Would you guys like me to look over that now to start with before we play for a little bit? Should we have a look over the dev blog and I'll give my thoughts on it, or do you want me to do that a little bit later in the stream? For context, we're going to go for just under 2 hours. I'll be completely honest, The Apprentice comes back on in the UK tonight, and I want to watch it because I really enjoy that show. I like watching potential businessmen do stupid fucking things. It's just perfect entertainment for me. So, I want to watch that. So I will be ending the stream before that. I'm saying that much. But yeah, do it now. What do you think? Yeah, should we do it now? I'm happy to do it now. I do need to run a poll in a while. Let's do it now. I've got Payday up on my Xbox, but I can just switch the window real quick. Give me just a moment to get the blog set up. Just need to go on Payday 3's website. Oh shit! I didn't make myself a new drink. Fuck! That was the one thing I forgot to do before I started this stream. Well done, Troy. You bloody idiot. Okay. Okay, so if we go over to this screen now, yes, it's my desktop wallpaper. No, I have no shame. There we go, there we go, there we go. Let's have a little look over it, because I've briefly read the blog, but I haven't properly looked over it. And to be fair, I'm busy tomorrow, so I won't be making a dev blog video anyway. I'll just be playing the update when it comes out on Monday. So, let's have a little look over it, shall we? And then we can just have a bit of a chill and talk about stuff and just cover everything. Should have been a Balatro stream. I'm still going to buy Balatro, but I may wait a week or two, because it turns out I have less money than I thought I did. Shock horror. So it may be safe to just kind of keep hold of that money for the time being, and I will just buy Balatro when I get paid, and it'll be as if Game Freak paid for it that way, so it'll work out. It'll work out. Anyway, so let's have a little look. So like I said, there's a dev video here, so let's have a little look over it. So they're introducing some bits, and then, yeah, here we go. Jacket pack and overskill Q&A. What does a jacket character pack cost? The price will be similar to a singular Payday 3 heist with some variants depending on regional pricing. I'm a little bit unsure as to why they're playing so coy about the price. Like, if they can't say it, I don't know why they're putting that in there anyway, or just say they're going to reveal it later. I don't know why they're saying that. You have to remember that I can't say too much about certain things because I do still know certain information about this next update because I was a partner until 48 hours ago, or just less. So if there are things I don't say much more on, bear in mind it may be that I know things that I haven't talked about. Okay, so let's just put that there. I'm being very careful. If you hear me talk about something, it's either something that if they've talked about privately I've forgotten about, or I don't know. If I'm a bit more held back, that's the reason. Once the jacket update comes out, I'm pretty much not going to know anything though, because I just don't look too much further into things. Anyway, oh yeah, someone said about price. A Denaton, apparently Almay said the Denaton said that they wanted the DLC to be as cheap as possible. So if the DLC was super expensive, it would be Starbreeze's choice. But again, they've not said the price, and I'm not playing into that because I don't want you all to think one way or the other. You can get the idea. You see what I'm trying to say here, that I can't talk about it. You can guess why I can't talk about it, so let's not dance around it any further than that. You got to remember that even though I've resigned my partnership, my NDA stands. Anything I know privately, I'm not going to suddenly be able to blab. That's not how NDAs work. Anyway, is the bat only part of the character pack? It is. It's part of Jacket's kit. It'll be usable by any character if you own the pack, but it's included in the pack. And that's important because there's something I realized later that I didn't actually realize. Maybe it was talked about in partner channels, but I hadn't noticed it, and I'm a little bit disappointed by it, but it's whatever. Is the bat part of a melee system update? No, it's an overskill. We'll get into the difference between that and an overkill weapon in a bit. The ability that summons the bat is called the Sociopath. There's been a few people who've been talking about, it being a full melee system. I know I played a bit into that argument, and I have already said that the video I put out last Sunday definitely it came across differently than I intended it to. The whole point of that video was to say I don't love that the first taste of melee. It's not a full melee system, and if I said anything that sounded like that, that was an error. But my point was that the first taste of melee that we get in Payday 3, something that is quite a popular request, is something that's locked behind a paywall, which I don't love. But the point of that video was to say, look, there's a reason that they've done that, and that is because they need to get sales for this DLC. And if you're not into Jacket, then what motivation have you got to buy this DLC other than the sake of being a collector and owning everything for Payday? Or, something else being the DLC that catches your eye. And something like the Sociopath Bat would do that, and it will drive sales up. So I see why they've done it, and I totally get it. Even if I don't love it, I understand it. It makes sense. So the whole point was me trying to explain that angle. I just don't think it came across very well, because I made quite a point out of saying that I don't love... I don't have the highest of hopes for Payday 3's future at the minute, because, community sentiment is very stagnant at the minute. Player counts are very stagnant, at least on Steam. You can assume there's going to be similar patterns on other platforms. Maybe that'll change on PlayStation with the PS Plus thing again in a few days. Who knows? But we'll see what happens there. I don't know how many people actually pick up PS Plus games and use them. I feel like more times than not, when I see people respond to posts about monthly games, they just shit on them. It's why Xbox stopped doing it, because every time they announced free games, they just went, these are shit. So Microsoft just went, all right, buy them yourself then, and just stopped doing it. And also because they had Game Pass, but, So we'll see what happens there. But point being, I think that now more than ever, they need to release a DLC that sells to prove that Payday 3 still has interest. Beyond the odd few people who are like pop up in Almay streams and be like, I'm going to be the first one to buy the DLC. I mean, yeah, sure, that's lovely, but I don't imagine there are too many people outside of that particular community that feel that way, and Starbreeze are probably working very quickly to try and change that. So, point being, they need a DLC with USP, so I don't blame them for putting that behind it. That was the point I was trying to make with the video. It seems like it didn't come across super well at times, because quite a few people made those comments, and to share a bit of insight for me, I know that with my videos, nearly every single video I upload gets a 95% or higher like-to-dislike ratio. So, I can tell that people agree with the things I'm saying, or at least understand it and engage well with it, and that's good. The video on Sunday got 91%, and I noticed it because I was like, ooh, that's a little bit lower than normal. and I looked through the comments as I normally do, and I saw a few comments, and I was like, okay, so I clearly didn't make it as clear as I could have done. So that's fair. So if anyone was still confused about that, that's my actual intent there, and I apologize for that if it didn't come across clearly. Either way, is this the only overskill that's paid? But there is a second overskill, but that's free, and it's not a melee weapon. It's this interceptor thing you can use in stealth. It will let you manipulate cameras, security systems, and a bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, so overkill and overskill. So here's the difference between them, and they actually specify here, which is quite good. It's a system added to overkill weapons, and every overkill weapon has an overskill line, unique skills that are separate from the regular skill lines. We also use it to refer to the new alternative to overkill weapons, the ability type called overskills. I do think, and this is just me being a nitpicker, I think having the terms overkill and overskill both active together are going to get confusing fast. I think either they should have stuck to one name or picked a new one or the other. I just think like they're making an effort to differentiate them, but they're so similar that I feel like we're going to get caught on the tongues reading through each one. That is a nitpick. It is a nitpick. I'm aware of that, and it really doesn't matter that much, but I do think, are many people going to care to try and make the difference between them, or are you going to go, I'm summoning my overkill weapon or my overskill? Not to mention, the bat is a weapon. So saying it's an overskill is a bit of a stretch, but whatever. The Interceptor and Sociopath are both abilities rather than summonable weapons. You do summon a weapon with Sociopath, though, so that's debatable. Neither need to be delivered in by an outside source. Good, so you do pull a bat out from behind you. Love to see that confirmed. And neither can be dropped or picked up by other players. That's the thing I'm very sad about, because the one saving grace of the DLC, including the bat, was that I was hoping you'd be able to drop the bat and other people would be able to pick it up. My guess was that it was going to be durability-based. So you get a certain number of hits out of it and the bat would break, or you just drop it, whatever it may be, and those durability uses will be shared between players. I'm very sad to see that is not the case. We'll see how it properly works, obviously, when the update comes out, unless they say... Oh, they might say more here, actually. I did only glance over this. I don't actually know what it all says yet. But that is a bit of a disappointment to me. The Interceptor connects to the phone of its user and isn't ever visible as a device. It has one use per heist, can be used even if the overkill bar isn't completely filled, albeit for lesser duration. So that makes sense, because the image we've seen of the Interceptor so far in the dev blogs was just the same asset as the EMP in Road Rage and Fear and Greed, so I figured it wouldn't actually look like that unless they just reuse the tech. But there you go. TLDR, the red bar and the summable weapons are called overkill. The skill lines and ability types activatables are called overskill. Oh, okay, alright. Sure, whatever. So hang on. Well, the red bar and the summable weapons are called overkill. But oh right, yeah, the wording is okay, right. No, the wording is slightly different. Right. So they should just say right, okay, this sentence, this section makes complete sense. But when you compare it to this sentence here, it confuses me ever so slightly, because they say, you know, everything you summon, everything you get out is an overkill weapon. The summable weapons, the red bar, that's all overkill. And the skill lines and the ability type activatables, so the things you choose, I guess also the Interceptor, I suppose, are called overskill. I would just say, the things you summon in or pull out, so Bat, Interceptor, existing overkill weapons, they're all overkill weapons. Or overkill devices, or overkill abilities. They're all your overkills. Just call them overkills. And then that's it. And then the skill line you pick to go along with it are the overskills. And that would have been simpler to me. Your overskills are all the things you use in-game. The overskills are things you choose to apply to the things in-game. There you go. That's what I think. That's what I think is how I would do it. I don't know. I realize I'm not reading the chat much, by the way, at the minute. But bear in mind, I have got both chats visible on Twitch and YouTube. It's not that I'm ignoring you. I'm just trying to get my head around this for the minute. I'm occasionally glancing over. I can see Lucky's in the chat as well, by the way. So nice to see you, dude. Okay, so how does a Sociopath bat actually work? Pressing the overkill button activates your rage mode, tuning your vision red, and pulling a bat from your pocket. In this state, you can unleash powerful attacks, choosing between light and heavy swings depending on the enemy you face. Defeating enemies refills your rage bar while taking damage reduces it. Okay, so in theory, you could keep it going for a long time. Okay. I guess it would be harder to maintain on higher difficulties, but with overkill being, you know, easier than it used to be, it might be fairly easy on any difficulty. But with careful timing and a bit of luck, you can keep the streak going and dominate your foes. The ability ends whenever your rage bar empties, or if you discard the bat and the fury fades. Those are the big questions we could find. If there are any, just wait a few days, the release is almost upon us. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like, I think, to be fair, right, so what I will say is, while I don't love that the bat in and of itself isn't usable, it is not usable by any player regardless whether you buy the DLC or not. I don't love that. I do think in terms of a system, having the bat be, you know, you keep using it as long as you can get hits and not take damage does actually sound quite good in execution. And so it might be that the positive outweighs the negative there. because that sounds fun. That sounds like a really good way to execute it, and that makes sense as to why you couldn't drop it and let someone else pick it up. So it depends on which side of the fence you sit on as to which one means more to you. The inability to pick it up if you don't own the DLC, or the power you have if you own it. I think the power you have that you own it wins out for me, but it may differ for you guys, and that's totally fair. Let me know in the chat. Anyway, let's look at the jacket character pack. So, now your thirst for answers has hopefully been sated. It has been, although slightly confusing with name definitions. Let's take a step back and look at what's included in the jacket character pack and summarize the things mentioned above just so we're on the same page. So here's everything included. I need to make a drink, man. My throat's not going to handle 2 hours. The jacket playable character, its jacket, tape recorder full of brand new tapes, Richard Rising mask, which is the chicken mask, the Letterman weapon charm, which is a mini jacket. If you get if you get a pet chicken, okay. Miami Decadence is a preset weapon made of Tribune 32. Made of the Tribune 32 in Jacket's favourite colours. Okay. Sociopath Overskill. It's the above-mentioned bat skill. You fly into rage and manifest a bat of pure anger to beat down your foes. See, this is also actually... Oh. This is, again, why the definition doesn't make tons of sense. But maybe they've described it as such so that they can say, by and large, that everything tied to the bat is a DLC. Because if you say the Sociopath bat is an overkill weapon and the skills are an overskill, you'd then have to say the overkill weapon and overskills are DLC. Whereas in trying to name everything just an overskill, they're trying to blanket it and say it's all DLC to make it easier for you to understand what isn't paid and free. That's what it seems like is the intention to me. I do think it's still a bit confusing. I feel like I've deciphered it and I'm still a little bit confused based on the way it's worded here, you know? When we heard about some of this stuff as partners, like I knew some of the stuff behind the scenes about it before it was announced, and it never was this confusing to me privately. So maybe I just understood it more at the time. Maybe the wording's changed here and they've overcomplicated it. I don't know. But either way, Richard 1989 chicken sticker costs about the same as the Payday 3 heist. Why do you keep saying this? Again, it's a nitpick, but either tell us the price or don't. It's very strange. Sociopath Overskill is available to anyone who owns a jacket character pack. That covers it for jacket. Okay, so there you go. So it pretty much confirms the only things we're getting in the next update are jacket and overskills, which, you know, could be more than enough. It may well be more than enough, you know? In terms of an update size, that seems pretty decent. In terms of update frequency, who knows when the next one comes after that? We don't know. But yeah, so some interesting stuff there. Oh, they've called it the 2.0.1 update. Interesting. I guess because it's year 2. But didn't... Hang on a minute. But if it's year 2, shouldn't that mean that First World Bank should have been the first 2-point-something update? Or am I crazy? Because First World Bank was year 2. And I don't believe... Let me check. I don't believe that... Yeah, First World Bank was 1.5.0. And that was firmly into year 2. So... What the fuck? Again, nitpicks. The positive is that the only things I can say that are negative are nitpicks. That's fine. That's alright. That's alright. It's probably because they reworked a major system. Oh, it could be. It could be. It could be. Because, I mean, you could argue, oh, but they reworked the UI. But as Mario made in his point video when he quit the partnership, he made a point that, you know, the UI looks good, but it doesn't functionally change a lot. So you can't really count that. I get that. But does that mean, by that logic, though, does that mean if Armor 2.0 still comes out anytime soon, which hopefully it does, is that going to be Payday 2 version 3.0.1? Like, I doubt it. I think it's more feasible that they've just gone new year, new number. Which doesn't make any fucking sense beyond that, but whatever. Again, nitpicks. We're nitpicking here, people. We're nitpicking. Oh, I need a controller. Well, fucking colour me impressed. I didn't think I need one of those. Anyway, gotta say you loved the update 11 video. Fair enough. There we go, all set up. Cool. Big Shadow wallpaper, dude, I love it. You haven't seen my Discord. I made a custom. Noel, one of my mods, helped me set up a custom thing to mod Discord, just so I can make a shadow background for that too. Oh, Gargatar, Gargator, £12.05. Thank you so much. Hang on.
Balatro Money Pog.
Oh, bruh. Alright, well, I definitely now can get fucking Balatro right now. I was just going to get it when I get paid again and then say Game Freak still paid for it, but that just more than makes up for it. Thank you. But yeah, so we've covered that. So what I want this stream to do now for the next hour and a half is if you guys have got any questions for me about, you know, leaving the Starbreeze partnership, about my thoughts on Payday 3 going forward, understand that I have said pretty much everything I can and or want to say about the partnership in that video. But if there anything you want me to clear up or anything you want me to re-explain or reiterate, I'm more than happy to do that. There's no pressure here. There's no right or wrong questions here. If there's something I can't answer, I will just tell you. But there's no right or wrong questions. Like, my most important thing right now is I want to make sure that you understand that I am still invested in the future of Payday 3 as a creator, just not as a Starbreeze partner. That I still want to know what you guys like, and I still want to talk about what I want for the game, just without that connection to Starbreeze. That's the thing I really want to emphasize here. And like I said, there's no bad blood with any individuals at Starbreeze, you know? Will you as a player, if not as a content creator, ever return to Payday 2, said Squidfacer on Twitch. Ironically, yesterday in my Twitch stream playing Black Ops 6, which, by the way, if you don't already know, I do stream more games than Payday over on Twitch. Please feel free to go check that out, twitch.tv/RedarchLive. We actually are live right now on Twitch as well as YouTube. But I did mention yesterday, I am starting to warm up to the idea of going back to Payday 2 for content. When I said I wasn't going to play it again, I firmly meant it, but I think that's because I've been playing it non-stop for years and years and years for content. Now I've had like a year and a half away from it, bar that one Sperm Bank Heist stream we did a few months ago. Now I'm like, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. No promises to like regularity, but certainly revisiting, I think I certainly will. I think I've had enough of a detox now that I could go back. And what I will say, people, is that, I mentioned this a little bit ago, I recently got my Xbox 360 set back up. It's right next to my Xbox Series X under my desk. Mainly so I could play Sonic 06, because I'm obsessed with Sonic. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? Have you noticed? But in the process of getting that set up, I also realized that there is a particular video series I used to do a few years ago that a lot of you very, very much enjoyed. And it was playing the Xbox 360 version of Payday 2. So I teased it yesterday, but I'll confirm it now. At some point in the next few weeks, I will be streaming Payday 2 on the Xbox 360 again, with the aim to make a video out of it. If it's not a particularly amazing stream, or like I don't cover any new ground, I may not make a video, but at the very least it will be streamed live, so you can watch it and hang out and have some fun times. That's the plan. Okay? So get excited for that, hopefully. Hopefully you will. Why Sonic 06 though? Mainly because I've played pretty much every mainline Sonic game at least a little bit, and that was the only one I never touched. It also has like Shadow the Hedgehog content in it, and I wanted to know more about Silver. So I was like, let's give it a go. I've completed Sonic's story so far, and I actually quite liked it. It's buggy as hell, definitely. And the loading screens are a bit of a pain in the arse, but I think the game is not as bad as people made it out to be. I think it depends on how much those issues weigh you down. So, Alien, Payday 2 on the Xbox 360 all achievements video went, never happening. Like, it'd take me forever to get to level 100 on that version. I'm just not doing it. The online is gone for 360? Is it? Hang on, I thought the store was gone. Are all the servers completely gone too? Can I not play online on Xbox 360 anymore? Oh shit. Oh, that's not good. Oh dear, I didn't realize that. Huh. Maybe it's called 2.0.1 because it's the other update when the game released. It was 1.0, so... No. Well, Test Epic, that would make sense, but the last update for First World Bank was 1.5.0. So, like, they have the first number for, like, I guess for year, the second number for major updates, and then there's the third number for minor updates. So, like, if a major update happens, they make it 1.5, 1.6. If it's small, it'd be 1.6.0, 1.6.1, that kind of thing. So this has gone from 1.5 to 2.0 because not only is it a major update, they're doing it as a new year, I think, is the reason that they're going around that way. Not even the Halo games have servers for 360 anymore. Oh, shit. Well, does that mean I can actually start the game? I mean, I'm not checking it now, but as long as I can start it and play it offline, that's fine. Have you seen the Snapcube Sonic 06 dub? I have, Cad Muffin, and actually, if you go to the VOD channel, which I can now report is finally, ladies and gentlemen, actually up to date as of this afternoon. So if you want to catch any previous Twitch streams, I'll link it in both chats there. You can go and watch it. But if you sort by popular on that channel, my Sonic 06 fan dub reaction is the most popular video on the VOD channel. It's got like 8,000 views. It's just slowly picking up attention, which is really funny. Play the fan project Sonic Project 06. I do plan to, but I want to play the base game first because Project 06 doesn't have story mode, cutscenes, or the hub worlds. So I wanted to have like the base core experience first. Anyway, let's play a bit of Payday 3, shall we? So we'll play solo mode, which is not offline mode. You know, solo mode where you do not fully go offline. How much daring do I have to do to make it clear I'm making the point there? Which is not a new point. I mean, like, listen, the way I feel about Payday 3 is very much the same before and after quitting the partnership. You're not going to see some big narrative change from me. That was one of the big things that I really tried to make clear, you know? Let's do a stealth of First World Bank. Let's give that a whirl. Let's give that a whirl. Why not? Why not? Stealth bet? Do you want to, Noel? You could do. Crime Boss cap Troy is such a savage, damn. I've said this before, the reason I wear the Crime Boss cap so much is because it's so much bigger than any other cap I have. Like it just has more room in the head and it's more comfortable. So I wear it more than any other cap at the minute. And I really like it for that. And I said it a million times, if Payday 3 had done a cap, I'd have worn it. But they never did. Well, Almir had one, didn't he? But they never gave any to partners or never sold them as far as I know, unless I missed something. But yeah. Did Payday Twitter guy impact your choice to leave? What do you mean? Why would Payday Twitter guy impact that? That's Callie on YouTube asking that. You load quick, living in South Africa, kneecaps my loading. It's slightly faster now, yeah. Yeah, slightly faster. Ever so slightly. Yeah, I tell you what, Noel, let's get a bet going for 2 minutes. First World Bank, give me 1 restart for stealth. I think I should be able to do it in two tries. That should be enough. That should be enough. That's a Crime Boss hat. I always thought it was Sea of Thieves. Oh, Ollie! Hello, Ollie! Ollie, the star of the show in Dev Update 11. You were really good in that, dude. And it's nice to see you there. Really nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, no, it is Crime Boss. It actually does say it on the side of the hat there, but you can't quite make it out. He always has certain hostility to his tweets, and he was vaguely hostile to you when you discussed the price of jacket. Oh, right. Yeah, let's just touch on that very briefly, because I realise I haven't done that. It didn't feel appropriate to do it in either of my previous videos. So, if you don't know, Payday Twitterman tweeted out on... It was Sunday, the day I put out my video about the jacket DLC. I'm just going to talk about this while the bet's going, by the way, on Twitch. You can place a bet now as I'm going to pass or fail this stealth heist. So, get bet me channel points. Yeah, Payday Twitterman put a tweet out on Sunday that basically said, how are you all feeling about Jacket coming in 8 days? And I replied and said, I'm torn, because Jacket looks really good, but I don't love that the unique weapons are presets now rather than being new weapons, and I also don't love the idea of the first taste of Melee being paid rather than free. And Payday Twitterman retweeted it and said, you haven't even tried it yet. Now, for the record, before I go any further on this, he's deleted the tweet, taken it back, apologised, so it's fine. It's fine. Let's make that clear here. I'm not trying to stir up shit. But there was a part of me that was like, you know that quote from SpongeBob where the fish is like, then why did you ask for it? I was like, you asked for my opinion, and I thought it was balanced. And I know some people did kick up at the Payday Twitterman for that and defended me, and I appreciate you guys for that. But yeah, it was a bit odd. It was odd. I'll be honest. That was weird. But no, that was not a reason for me withdrawing the partnership. It was strange, but that was not a part of it. Not at all. But no, I don't take it that much seriously. I honestly think, if anything, Payday Twitterman's probably just as, like, invested in the future of the game as everyone else. And, like, you know, I would assume that inside they're probably at least hoping the same thing I'm hoping, that this DLC is the one to turn it around and they're taking it seriously. And maybe that's just a moment of it coming through in a tweet. I don't know. So I'm not overthinking it too much, okay? I'm not overthinking it too much. It was a bit funny. It was a little bit like, what the fuck? But he apologized. I don't give a shit that much. It's really fine. Like, you know, a couple people tried to make comparisons to a previous incident involving me and Twitter, and I immediately shut that down by saying, well, you know, it's just not the same thing whatsoever, and I'm not bothered by it. You know, the Twitterman didn't make any attacks on my character, and I'm not bothered. And even the previous thing that I'm hinting at there, that's ancient history now. Same as I said in the video. You know, I mention it for context whenever I need to, and even when I do, I'm like, I don't want to bring it up, because it's done. It's in the past. I don't fucking care anymore. I just don't. You know? This is like a Twitter breakdown. Hell nah. No breakdowns over that. Anyway. Right! Let's have a look at what the bet outcomes say. Let's see what everyone's betting on me. Let's see. Where is the bet? Oh, there it is. 11 sale pass, 4 sale fail. Biggest bets are 30k from CAC on me passing and 3.5k from Amadeus on me failing. Damn. So bigger numbers on me passing. I appreciate that. Anyway, Payday notoriety. Oh yeah, let me talk about this as well very briefly for anyone who doesn't know, because I haven't brought it up, I don't think, in content yet. Noli's actually just put out a new notoriety video, I think, so there's something for you to watch when this stream ends. Don't go until the stream ends, though, obviously. I have tried notoriety on stream. I'll be honest, it isn't for me. I don't love it too much, but that's not because I think it's bad or because there's anything wrong with it. I just don't really think that Payday within Roblox's framework is something that particularly hooks me. It's just not something I'm interested in. If you like it, that's perfectly valid. It's clearly doing well. People are enjoying it. I know Noli's video on the last one did really fucking well. So, like, there's clearly an interest there. I just want you all to be aware that I'm not going to be playing into that interest because I just don't think it's quite for me. More power to you if it is, but it's just not my kind of thing. Like, my kind of attitude, whether it seems reductive or not, is like, if I want to play a Payday experience that's like Payday 2, I would just play Payday 2. If that's extremely reductive, I apologize. And I said already, I mean nothing bad to the people who made Notoriety. They've clearly put so much fucking effort into it, and that needs to be praised. But for me, it's just not something I'm interested in, personally. That's all. Oh, there we go. Fucking idiot. Boop. Okay, next up is green. Where do we go? Do you notice how I moved my head there? Like that was going to fucking change anything. Shouldn't there be 2 switch flicks out here? Oh, it might be upstairs. Actually, it might be upstairs. Give me my rush back.
Watch it.
Yep, there it is.
Watch the guard.
Fuck's sake. Just duck behind here. The guy that made Notoriety is great. I've only heard positive things about him from the team. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Like, the amount of love that's been put into that is frankly insane. It's so impressive. And I say more power to him. I do think it's an amazing thing what they've done with that. Is it a single person? I thought it was a couple. Or it was either a couple or single. I knew it was a small team. I imagine Twitter Man is also a bit stressed about the upcoming DLC. Yeah, most likely. That's the reason why, like I said, like, I'm not that bothered by what happened. Like, was it slightly odd and would I rather it not have been said? Well, yeah, but there's plenty you can say. Have I just set the... No, we're good. There's plenty I can say, like, I would rather happen or not happen with Payday's history, and it's not that deep, you know? I think one thing that I think people hopefully have learned about me is that it's very hard to actually seriously piss me off. Like I'll get annoyed about things and be like, this kind of sucks, so this is a bit of a shame. But, like, to really get under my skin, like, to really boil my blood, you've got to work hard. Which I'm glad about. Wouldn't want to be someone who gets really easily pissed over stuff. But, you know, which I suppose lends more credence to some of the videos I made late last year about certain Starbreeze decisions. That probably says more about that now in hindsight, but you probably fucking knew that anyway. Right, what are the next colours I need to pick? Okay, white is the next colour. If WWE doesn't do well, I believe more people may get laid off. I really hope not. I hope not, Acjo Man. And my priority, as it was as a partner, continues to be the players and the devs. Like, they're the 2 levels I'm invested in looking after. Just, like, I know I said I mean no direct hate to anybody at any level in Starbreeze, and I mean that. But I'm not crying myself to sleep at night worrying about the executives' paychecks. I don't give a fucking shit about that. I wish no ill to them. I don't think any of them are particularly bad people, even if I think they made bad choices. But for me, it's the people on the ground that I care about most. Because when executives do make silly decisions, it's the people on the ground that suffer. And that is what worries me. Now, obviously, it's worth acknowledging, as I said in my video about leaving the partnership, it is very worth acknowledging, I need to reiterate this, that the articles that I shared were just connections of anonymous reports. Granted, they line up with each other, and so you could make conclusions about that. Yeah, of course you could. They are just anonymous reports right now. They're not, like, as far as I know, nothing has gone public to actually prove everything does line up 100%. You know, you can say that they look 90%, 95% accurate, but I don't think, unless I've missed something has happened to prove 100% that that's what's happened. And so, until those layoffs, if they have happened, are actually addressed by Starbreeze, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Okay, I have to say that right off the bat, because look, there could be more at play here than we know about, or less at play here than we know about. You don't know. You do not know. Okay, I've got to make that clear. However, with that said, commenting further than that, if these devs have actually been laid off extras in November and January, my main fear is that they don't get work following on from it. And I think, personally, if I was running a studio and I had to lay people off, not only would I be open about it and talk about it, I'd do what I can to try and help those people find new work. So if those stories are true, my main hope is that Starbreeze actually say something about it and do something to help them find work, to recommend them to other studios, anything like that. To me, that just feels like the logical thing to do and the caring thing to do. And that's why I've said I do want to, and I want to stress this again. And if any devs are watching this who are still working, who know people who have been laid off, please connect them through to me. I don't know how much reach I have in the industry, but if anyone who has lost their jobs or is losing their jobs at Starbreeze is looking to find new work and I can help in any way, shape, or form, please get in touch. I'm saying it like this because I don't know how much I can do. You know, like I've worked with a couple of game companies to do like reviews and stuff recently, sure. But that doesn't mean I've suddenly got a direct line into like Ubisoft to be like, hey, hi, this person. But if I can help, I will. I'm just trying not to oversell what I can do because I don't know how much I can. But my door is open. My contact email's on my Twitter and my YouTube, as it always has been. So you just reach out if there's anything I can do. And I want to make that very, very clear. So if you're someone watching this who's been laid off, is going to be laid off, or is fine but knows someone in that situation, please do tell them to get in touch with me if there's anything I can do. I want to make that very, very, very clear. And it's not even just like some kind of like, you know, saying I'm doing the right thing, which, yeah, sure, I do want to do the right thing. It's because, like I said, I've been to the studio a couple of times, I've met a lot of these people, and I care deeply for their futures and their careers, you know? Payday to me is not just a heisting game done by some people over in Sweden. I know the people who've worked on it. I've met them. I've spoken to them. I've made jokes with them. I've had good times with them. So I care deeply when people in that studio are affected by shit like this. That's why I have that extra investment, and it's why I was more pushed into making the choice I made to leave the program on Wednesday. Or on Tuesday when I sent it in. Because even though it wasn't fully proven, to me it was indicative enough, and it kind of reminded me of all the things I haven't liked about Starbreeze recently, that I went, you know what? Now's the time to cut ties. So I realize I'm just saying the same things I've already said, but in different ways, but I don't know. I always thought you were a shill, but I do deeply respect you leaving the program due to the firings. Shows you're clearly your own man with no strings. Good on you. Thank you, Callie. I appreciate that. I don't love that you thought I was a shill, because I've tried my fucking best to make sure people didn't think that for the last 2 years, but I'm glad that you've, well, wisened up sounds rude. It sounds like I'm calling you an idiot, and I don't mean it like that, but whatever the better term is for wisened up, I'm glad that you've done that. There's definitely been content that have been put out there and opinions from certain people that definitely have put more of that label on me, which I don't think was fair, but I've talked about that before. Like, I definitely have made mistakes as a partner. I definitely did, and I've acknowledged that before. But my priority's always been saying what I liked and disliked about Payday. And if that came across as a shill at some point, it wasn't intentional. I'm just a very positive person, you know? Like, I like a lot of things. As my benchmarks often are, I liked Morbius. I liked The Rise of Skywalker. I don't need to be paid to be talk positively about things. I'm often just positive. Which then, obviously, as a result, lends more credence. Fucking hell, I realise I haven't found the inside man yet. Which lends more credence to when I'm negative about something, because that means it must be bothering me if I have to talk about it to that level. So, yeah.
Please stay out.
You're a shill until you leave the program. You know what that means, Lucky? You know what that means? You also liked Forspoken. Yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah. I think I might have been a bit too kind to that in hindsight, but I do think it was overhated. I do stand by that. I really enjoyed the traversal and the combat of that. Maybe it was a hot take, but whatever. What's wrong with Rise of Skywalker? Oh,
let's go.
Oh, I love you for saying that, but the fact that you have to ask that is genuinely surprising. That is like one of the most hated films in recent memory in cinema history. I think the shill was when you tried to not be hateful on Payday 3, you had that more negative stance, then moved to be more positive in Hope, I guess.
Catch you back there again.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Wild Wild Wolves? At what point, out of interest? What point do you mean? Do you mean, like, last year, because I had a few months where I was super negative and then tried to stop being negative? That wasn't so much being... That wasn't me being a shill. What it was me realising that I was getting sucked into a circle of hate and talking very negatively about things when, as I've said, I'm always really positive. And it was me making a conscious effort to be like, I've got to fucking stop this and I've got to start focusing more on the good and not the bad. It didn't mean I was immune to talking about the bad, and I still wanted to acknowledge bad things when I saw them, but I didn't want to let it rule my brain as much as it had been. That was the logic there.
Alright, yeah. Listen, I need you to erase my log entry so I don't get busted. Copy
Okay.
the content of this USB to the server.
Don't actually know where the server room is, but I'm sure I'll find it. Actually, I think I might know where it is. Yeah, here it is.
Now access that server room. It shouldn't be too hard to find. We don't want our guy to get caught. Copy the false. Head for the manager's office. You'll have to access his computer.
Where is that? Oh, is that the manager's office right there? No, it's a security room. Okay. Oh. Starbreeze as a company has lost too much money and is going on a cutting frenzy. They're mismanaging resources and their money to the amount of time for this to be gone. Like, I've seen a lot of comments about that on my resignation video. Be aware, by the way, I have looked through, I think, pretty much every comment I possibly can. Some I haven't interacted with because I don't want to spread the fear-mongering. Like, the point of that video was to state my stance on the partnership and why I'm leaving and not do much more beyond that. I wanted that video to serve a specific purpose, and I didn't want to push it beyond that. You all kind of know some of my feelings on some of the Starbreeze decisions anyway, so it doesn't take 2 and 2 to put together the fears I have. But I have seen a lot of your takes and a lot of your thoughts. And, I mean, yeah, like, obviously I am afraid for the future of Starbreeze and of Payday. Mainly because, like I said, I care deeply about this franchise and I care deeply about the people working on it. That's my concern. Anything else is secondary to that. I want the franchise to continue to do well because it's a franchise we all care about. I want Payday 3 to finally be the game that it should have been from launch, of which it is making slow progress to becoming. And I want the devs who've tried their best and poured their hearts and souls out, the same people who stayed in office overnight the day Payday 3 came out to try and fix the bullshit was going on with the servers, to do everything they could. I want those people to feel vindicated that they've put faith in the right company and in the right game. That's my priority. I'm bothered in the people, not in the figures. You know, the only time I give a shit about the figures is in relation to the future of said people. If that makes sense. In case you're wondering what the fuck's going on, I'm not just walking around right now. I'm actively trying to find a new QR code. I don't know where the hell any of them are. There might be one at the front desk, actually. Let's try that. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Yes, good, okay. Fuck you.
You can't be in here. This area is restricted.
Sure, bitch. I'm here.
You took a wrong turn.
Yeah, I took a wrong turn. Wrong turn to slapping your fucking bitch ass.
Yeah, but they have this new one that's all.
Can't fucking see a QR code to scan. There'll be one around. Maybe I just don't know all the spawns yet. It's entirely possible I just don't know a lot of the spawns. But yeah, so I hope that the main point that's coming across right now and everything I'm saying, and that's why I've done this stream, because like I said, I wanted to clear the air, not even clear the air. Did the air need clearing? I wanted to just reiterate some of the points that I had. Where's the RFID tag? Oh, beautiful. I wanted to make sure that like a few points were remade that illustrated, you know, why I've left the partnership, what my stance are, but also reinforcing that my thoughts on Payday 3 and or Starbreeze don't suddenly magically change because I'm not a partner anymore. You know? Like, I'm not someone whose opinions can be bought or something. It is quite simply that... Is that not the manager's office? Where the fuck is the manager's office? Bruh! It is quite simply that I... Be careful. That I just didn't want to be a partner anymore. And everything else to me is continuing as it was. I see Dog's in the chat as well, huh? Nice to see you. Starbreeze didn't pay well enough. I mean, you're joking, but I mean, you could make a comment out of that, because that's the main argument I've had when people called me a shill. Like, calling me a shill suggests that money or some form of bribery changes hands. And I was sponsored by Starbreeze once in Christmas of 2021. Like, if I was trying to live off Starbreeze income, I'd have been on the street 3 years ago.
Can't be in here.
I would not have been living off Starbreeze money at any point, fella. You know, that is one of the things that made me laugh the most about it. Because legally, especially in the UK more than anything, but in every country, you have to disclose sponsorships. You have to make these things clear. You know? Like, it was obvious when I had the HelloFresh stream campaign on stream last month, but I still had to put hashtag ad in the stream title. I like to put hashtag ad in the social posts. You have to make it abundantly clear. Because that's the law. So the idea people will be like, oh, you're a shill, you're being bribed by Starbreeze. Do you realize that, like, I'm someone who doesn't, like, enjoy, like, pirating things. People go, you can pirate a game. I'm like, I don't really want to do that. If I get the shakes of pirating something and choose not to do that, despite everyone on my Discord going, oh, piracy, do you really think I'm someone who's going to underhandedly take money as a fucking bribe? Get fucking real. It's hilarious. It's so funny to me.
Okay,
how much do they pay in 2021 to have you on their payroll for the next 4 years? Dude, I wish. I fucking wish they paid me enough to last me 4 years. Oh. I fucking wish, man. You missed the pre-2021 Payday era. Well, that's what I said in my video, you know, like, becoming a partner with Starbreeze in 2019 and being a partner with Starbreeze in 2025 are two very different feelings. They're two very, very different feelings. You know, a lot of the people working there might have stayed the same. Like, if people I had direct contact with, like Elizabeth and Seb and people like that, or even Almir when I've had discussions with him and interviews with him and stuff, those people may have stayed consistent the whole time. However, return to the inside man. Where the fuck was the inside man? Where was he? Fucking hell, he was up here, wasn't he? This is the longest First World Bank solo stealth I've ever done. Whereas, like, management and choices around the company and just overall trajectory of the company have dramatically changed. You know?
Don't let me catch you back there again.
Upstairs next to the manager. Yeah, that was where it was. Thank you, Zeke. Oh. But yeah. But one thing I do really want to say, and I want to make this very clear because I haven't said this yet and actually meant to say it sooner, is just a huge fucking thank you to all of you. Because even though I was very confident in my decision to leave the partnership, I was, of course, very nervous about the reception it would get. My assumption was that I would have a lot of people saying that they agreed with my choice, or thought I was making the right choice in my content, but you never really know these things, and I really wasn't sure how it would go down. But literally, the overwhelming support you lot have shown means so fucking much to me. Like, I can't even begin to state how much it means to me. So seriously, like, I'm getting spotted by a guard. Oh, hang on. I want to make this sincere, even if it's a bit cringy. Fuck you, I'm going downstairs so I can talk to my live viewers, you bitch. There we go. Sincerely, to everyone who's watched and interacted with it, thank you very, very much. It means the world to me. I cannot thank you enough. I really do appreciate it. Like, it genuinely means so, so much to me. And especially that yesterday a couple of you chose to become channel members in the wake of it. Well, Spring became a channel member right before I announced the partnership. And I messaged him up and was like, sorry, it's probably wasn't the first video you're expecting from me as a channel member. But Real Swalton afterwards became a channel member, and I really appreciate both of you doing that. And anyone who subscribes on Twitch or becomes a channel member on YouTube, I really, really appreciate anyone who does that. Like, you just watching and commenting and liking is more than enough for me. But anyone who chooses to donate or subscribe or become a channel member, whatever is relevant on any platform, that means so much to me as well, because it helps support the things I'm doing, keep me going. It means a lot. It really, really does mean a lot. If you do want to become a member, obviously you can on YouTube. The prices are about the same as on Twitch. I've tried to balance them to be about the same.
Tap in the code. Our inside man will take care of
well,
the other lot.
actually, it's cheaper on YouTube because a sub on Twitch is $5, whereas a membership on YouTube is like $2.50 roughly. That's because I've set it on YouTube to... Actually, I probably should set it slightly higher on YouTube because YouTube do still take a cut. Maybe I'll adjust those slightly. Currently, it's cheaper on YouTube, but maybe I should adjust that. I don't know. Stop mocking me for how I say YouTube, Sea-Dog.
What do they want us to do?
Right, input the gate code. Fuck you both. You and Kareem. Are you aware of Payday Twitter Man's identity? I mean, I've already made comments about that, and, like, you know, you can make guesses as to who's behind the Twitter account. But if they don't share it, I'm not going to share it. Right, 3695. 5963 is the code. 5963. Cool. It's pretty clear who Payday Twitter Man is. You want to say it, Lucky? Do you want to put yourself on the record? You do it. Go for it. Do it right now. I dare you. I dare you. Oh, fuck you, game. Why you gotta give me this bullshit?
That vault door is the only thing between you and the cash.
Oh, fuck off.
Guard.
This is fucking horrifying. Ooh, that was horrible.
Check the guard.
Twitter Man is clearly you. The idea of Troy beefing with himself on Twitter is hilarious. Imagine that whole Twitter exchange on Sunday was just me talking to myself. Listen, I know I'm fucking weird sometimes, chat, but, like, there's a limit, okay? There's a limit. There's a fucking limit.
Guard over there. Guard. It's a guard.
Oh! Deo!
Move a muscle.
Misade, 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 misade. I think that's gonna put me in search mode.
What did I just do?
Shitting fucking balls!
Time to take a bite. Big apple style. Oh, sorry, did I call you?
I'm just loving these pretzels. Do you know who left them here?
You'll need a blue
I don't
key
know
card,
if I ought to
but
be
the
mad
vault's
at 'em
card
or
reader is
thank 'em.
remotely
They're just
activated
too
via the
delicious.
timer.
And the
the
belt's
belt's
getting
getting
tight
tight
if you know what I'm saying. No, I actually don't know what you're saying, Pearl. Please explain.
I think that sounds good.
Oh. Oh my god. I forget that the buttons are different on Payday to Crime Boss. Fuck. I was playing a little bit of Crime Boss last week or so, and I just pressed the fucking throw bag button on there, and I forget that they're different in the two games. Because Payday 3 decided to swap the button for some reason. Still think that's odd. Okay. I need to find the security room. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. No, that's not an invitation before anyone says it. Oh my god, will you please suck on a fucking stick of celery? Seems like the right choice, just get the cameras down. I can dodge guards a lot easier than I can cameras. Whew.
Nothing to worry about. I saw
But yeah,
somebody
I've realised there's a lot of chat
twitchy,
messages I
so
haven't read or
I,
replied to, so I just want to have a bit of time now, folks.
Listen,
If there is anything
nobody goes
that
in the
I've not
staff
read that you want me to
bathroom until I
comment
clean
on
some
or give my
stuff up,
thoughts
okay?
on, questions you want me to answer, anything like that, drop them in the chat.
Take your word for it.
Drop them in the chat and I will give you my thoughts on whatever it may be. Also, if you have any thoughts on me, like the partnership choice, like I said, that's the most important thing. I want to make sure that from Monday onwards, we're all like clear on my decisions there, why I said what I said, why I've done what I've done. I don't want there to be, oh, you fucking, it's the fucking Blowjob Brothers. Why are they down there? Why are the fucking, oh my god, it's over. It's fucking Jova. Oh my god, I've got to roll again. Why were the fucking Blowjob Brothers down there? Oh! Crikey. Fucking hell. I had a glass of water on my desk from last night. I don't think that's particularly the nicest thing, but I need something to drink on. Where else would they blow each other? Out of my fucking cone of vision, ideally, Alien. What do you mean?
You're good to go. Just walk right on into the bank.
I literally just joined the stream and the first thing I hear is, it's the Blowjob
For a
Brothers.
white bear on one of the office
It's just the
desks.
Payday version of Knuckles in Sonic 3. It's the Goat Milker! I mean, no, I'm not making that joke. There was a joke I was going to make, but it's a bit too sexual. It's a bit too sexual for my standards. Maybe one of you can guess where I was going. You want to make the joke in the chat, feel free, but there you go. You weren't supposed to be back there, in fairness. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Troy's the real goat milker? No, I'm not. Take milker off and I'll accept that, you know? You should drink water now. It's so real. I can feel where you were going with that one. There you go. Fermi on YouTube seems to get it. Good, good. Good, good. Or maybe bad, bad. Ah! Sorry, that was my bird impression. Did you like it? Put a lot of work into it. Ah, Mr. Inside Man. His surname actually is Man, and his first name is Inside.
You're here. I'm your guy. I'll get you in. All right, yeah. Listen, I need you to erase my log entry so I don't get busted. Copy the content of this USB to the server, and you'll have to disable the metal detectors and generate a new code for the manager's computer. When that's done, get back to me.
Troy
Time to
Squawk
find that
alive,
server
bruh.
room. Get moving.
I brought up a bug with the LMG having a faster reload when low on ammo, and he said it was a skill, so I looked it up, and the only skill that would have done that was reverted. What do you mean? Oh, you mean the... No, they added that. They added that. The ammo funnel thing, they were going to add 2 skills to replace ammo funnel, and when they reverted ammo funnel, they still added those 2 new skills. So no skills have been removed per se. Could have been nerfed, but as far as I know, no reloading ones have been nerfed. Thank you for you as a Starbeast partner. I appreciate it, man. The like the same
Guard over there.
the same attitude will still happen. Like the content's gonna be the exact same. That's the most important thing. But I hope it makes sense to why I wanted to do this stream before Jacket. I just wanted to make sure that I'd covered everything and everyone knew where I stood and all that stuff. I wanted to make sure there was no one was under any illusion with my intentions or how things were changing or weren't changing or, you know, any of that shit. I wanted to make sure you all knew. So like I will continue to ask for the same things for Payday 3 that I want. I actually think a video talking about the 10 10 things I would change to Payday 3 might be one that I'll do soon. I think it just is important going into year 2, especially with the smaller like dev team, smaller investment, that the things that we really want are listed. So what I think I will do is I'll probably have a list of 10 things that I would change, but I'll probably ask everyone else to give me their things to pick like one thing that they think needs changing more than anything, and maybe I'll adapt the list based on user feedback as well. You know, a bit of a combination going on. But I tell you one thing, the first thing I will say, no matter who fucking says what in a poll, is offline mode. The fact that they've gone radio silent over that, I don't like in the slightest. It feels to me like it's fairly clear they're not going to end up doing offline mode, unless they've got some plan and they're playing coy about it. But whatever it is, it's just sowing doubt in people's minds. And considering it was one of the top things they promised in Operation Medic Bag and have not delivered on, and claims that they've come to an end of Operation Medic Bag, I think they owe it to the players to be honest about it. And I will stand by that. But I was saying that before I quit the partnership, so that ain't fucking changing now. Offline mode this, offline mode that. My brother in Heist the game launched in offline mode. This is a Payday moderator, everyone, who's joining in on the fun here. He's right though. He's fucking right. He's out of line, but he's right. Oh, I found a phone. Should bring back the elephant. That'd be cool. I don't know who would fit in the story though. Would the elephant be able to come back? I guess he would. But I had to deal with the aftermath, so it's okay. Aftermath of what? Oh, launch. Oh, yeah, of course you did. I thought you meant with me leaving. I was like, what fucking aftermath was there to that? I mean, there was a Reddit post. I saw that. And I saw someone made a thick of it meme about it after me. Which, honestly, just seeing a meme made about me with reference to the thick of it is just really cool. Without the context of what it's about or anything like that, because I just fucking love the thick of it. It's one of my favourite TV shows. I had to unclick your partner role. Hardest shit I've done all year. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. In fairness, I did ask you to do it. I did ask you to do it. So, like, you can't feel the responsibility that much. No, someone in my comment section on YouTube pointed out that I hadn't, that I still had Starbreeze partner on the Discord for Payday. And I was like, oh, shit. I know who to ask. Danny! So I messaged Danny immediately and went, hey, yo, unhook me up. Unhook me from the life support, please. Oh, there's a metal detector over this side now. I feel like I'm not focused nearly enough. Watch this stream just be these 2 attempts of First World Bank, and that's it. Listen, man, it's not every day that you quit a partnership you've been in for 5 years. Alright, blue. Blue's the first colour. Oh, right here. It's one thing I did mention yesterday in my Black Ops 6 stream, though, but it was quite a sobering thought when I realised yesterday, or sorry, the day before when I recorded the video, because I recorded it Tuesday night. It was quite the sobering thought when I actually realised how long I've been in the partner program with relation to how long I've been alive. I'm 25 years old, and I've been a Starbreeze partner for 5 years. That means I've been a Starbreeze partner for 20% of my life. A fifth of the time I've existed, I've been a partner to Starbreeze. So, like, it's a big fucking change to mix that up. Like, it's odd. It's really odd. Dark Hunger the Beast. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Right, so we're red now, aren't we? Like the Archer, who is live. Where is the nearest wire to do the picking on? Are they both upstairs now? Yep, there's one. Now, the last one should be white, but it also might not be. Lag? Oh, no. No. If the stream does start lagging, people, just refresh the stream. Just refresh it. Give it a bit of time. Let me just hang on. Let's pause for a second. Let me keep an eye on my bitrate. It's hovering. It's orange bars at the minute, but the bitrate's okay. So unless it goes to 0, which fingers crossed it doesn't, we should be okay. Just refresh if you're not too sure. Better be prepared for the blowjob brothers in the vault. Hopefully I won't go into search mode so quickly. I just got really dicked over by those guards in the opening section. The lead guard and the guard by the entrance. Just didn't really have much of a choice there with what to do. I don't know if Given's watching the stream right now. I haven't seen him in the chat, but He just sent me a message on Discord 10 minutes ago. I was worried because he was like, is this you? And I figured it was like it was going to be something bad, like someone had impersonated me or something. But no, he shared a meme on r/letterbox that says, should I be concerned about my friend? And it's just their diary saying they've watched Sonic the Hedgehog 3 like time and time and time and time and time and time again. I'm going to put no, but also yes. I've seen it 5 times, by the way. Right, internet seems to be stabilizing. Should be good. If it does get any glitch here, just refresh the stream, but should be good. Alright, so... Oh, yeah, see, blue is the last colour. It did go back to another old colour. Did you say YouTube membership was $2.50? The lowest level is, yeah. I think it's... So, I've set it for... I think it's £2, £6, and £12. Or maybe it's £2, £7, and £12. So, yeah. It's cheaper to be a YouTube member right now than it is Twitch. I may increase the price on YouTube slightly. Because I realize on Twitch, obviously there's the 50% cut that Amazon takes. But I haven't considered the fact that I think YouTube takes 30% of channel memberships. It might be more. So maybe I do need to increase the prices on that end. But right now it's cheaper. So suppose you could argue that maybe you feel like you get less as a channel member than a Twitch sub anyway. So maybe keeping it like that is fine. I don't know. I'll let you decide. By giving me all your money. I say this pretty much every stream, but though, if there is a way you want to support me, the best way is a donation. If the money hits my account pretty much immediately, I get the biggest cut compared to anything else. There's only PayPal fees that impacts it. So that really, really does. That is the best way to support me. It's instant. I get the biggest cut. As long as you've got PayPal, I think is what you use, you can do it. So, ! donate in the Twitch chat, or there's a donate button under the stream, or on YouTube. It's top of the description. Might be actually slightly less than top this time, because I felt putting a description for this stream was important. But that's the best way to support me if you do wish. But anything is fine, and nothing is fine too. Just watch and chat and like and subscribe. That's perfectly fine with me too. But listen, man, I want to do this content creation as much as I can, and the money I earn from it is a very direct factor in how much time I can spend on it. I've got to make sure that the time I put in is reflected by the income I get back. So I do have to mention it now and again. Hopefully you guys can understand that and sympathize with it. Okay, we need a blue wire. Are you a boy? Because I need blue.
You're not allowed in here.
Listen, guys, it's nearly Valentine's Day. That's my attempt at a Payday 3 Valentine's Day card. Are you a boy? Because I want a blue. Yeah! Oh, there you go. There's one for someone to say. There's a Great Boys in Blue themed Payday 3 Valentine's card. Someone make that happen. Make it a shitty Valentine's card and credit me. Conversion rates are wrong for South Africa. It's 50 cents. $2.50. $2 American dollars is roughly £2 in the UK. There's like a 0.8 or 1.2, depending on the direction, conversion, roughly. It does obviously change at times, but that's the rough conversion. You're the medic bag to my Dallas. Oh, thank you so much. You know, you're the medic to my bag, or allow. I'm gonna make this as a joke. Okay, I'm putting this right out there. It's a joke. Okay, but let me make the joke because it is something I've said I'm passionate about. If you don't want to date somebody on Valentine's Day, you could say you're the offline mode to my Payday 3. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking funny. I don't give a shit. I'm just making jokes about it because I want them to talk about it. Simple as. I want them to talk about it. And I will continue to ask them to talk about it. So, Starbreeze, please talk about it. Thank you. Because they don't exist. Exactly! Offline mode is not in Payday 3. Okay. Guys, I can't believe that Red Archer Live went full Scorched Earth with Starbreeze as soon as he left his partnership. I imagine I'm going to get at least one person saying that. For the record, like I said, no bridges burned. At least not on my side. Hopefully, God. The whole point of me leaving the partnership was I made sure it was as amicable as possible. I still have a lot of respect for people working at Starbreeze, even if I don't love the decisions. But, you know, I'm allowed to make a joke now and again, right, chat? Surely, please. If I'm not, then I don't want. Oh, as the hit new James Marriott song is called, I don't want to live like this anymore. Actually, goes kind of hard to be fair, although it's a bit depressing. The whole chorus is just him going, I don't wanna live like this anymore. It's kind of sad. I feel bad for the dude. But also, no. Where is the inside man? I forget. Oh, he's in the glass room this time, isn't he? He's in the giant glass room. We should be... Actually, I can be timing this. Oh, it's only been 10 minutes. The ability to joke came with your subscription to the partner program, so that's been revoked. Well, see, Dog, seeing as your username in the Starbreeze partner Discord still has Red Archer Live in it, that means in spirit I'm still allowed to make those jokes. So until you remove Red Archer Live from your username in the Starbreeze Partner Discord, which, let's face it, you can say to me now you haven't done, but I know full well that that name's still there. I'm still connected. I'm still connected.
Go to the vault. Tag the money carts with
You did actually change it? Liar.
I'll make sure the
I do
cash
not
is
believe
delivered
you.
to the drop-off point.
Yeah, Sea-Dog and Safi both had Red Archer Live in their usernames in the Starbreeze Partner Discord. She did change it, and it still has Red Archer Live in it. What has she put now? What is it now? Come on. You're not breaking an NDA to tell me that, are you? Surely. Surely. What's your nickname in it? Come on. It's gonna be like real Troy Red Archer. You've sent it to me. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm intrigued. I won't show it on screen just in case there's any overlap with that. Oh no, it's not. No, it isn't, Sea-Dog. No. Oh, can I show that on screen? Surely I can show that on screen. It's your username in a server. That's not NDA breaking, right? Back me up here, folks. That's not breaking an NDA to show someone's username in a server, right? I don't care. Well, technically, I'm not the one breaking NDA. It'd be Sea-Dog breaking it, and she's just said she doesn't care. So, there you go. I don't think it's breaking NDA. I'm being very careful. I'm respectful of the NDA, both for myself and for everyone else. Here is what Sea-Dog's renamed herself. So, it was Sea-Dog brackets Tony brackets Red Archer Live, right? And it wasn't even the right number of brackets. It was fucking hilarious. Where have I just saved that? Where did it save? Oh, it's in the folder with all the renders that Tired Swiss has done for me. While I do love it, I think it belongs in a different place to that. Let's copy it over here. There we go. And here is Sea-Dog's username. That's kind of beautiful, man. That's kind of beautiful. It's kind of beautiful. Actually, kind of sad. I'm actually kind of like that. That's almost upset me ever so slightly. That almost has kind of got to me a little bit. I said this already, people. Like the reason I stayed on with the partnership as long as I did, despite the doubts I had earlier, was because of the people I work with, and that's still fucking true. Why do you think they're in my chat still? Then again, knowing Lucky and Sea-Dog, they probably just want to bully me because they think I smell.
Look where you're going.
But no, like, to be serious for a second, like, genuinely, I loved working with all the people in the partnership. Both the Starbreeze staff members and the partners themselves. I feel like I've made some really good connections. I did say in my last message to the partners, like, one of the things I did say was my only regret is I don't think I've worked with some of them enough. And I hope that we can change that going forward. Just because I'm not a partner doesn't mean that they shouldn't want to work with me, hopefully. I definitely want to reach out and do more collab streams because they're fucking fun. But I'm so used to doing streams on my own that I just don't do them enough. And I should fix that. I should fix that. Okay, 4340. It's almost like he's still here. You should see my final message I put in the Starbreeze Partner Discord, man. I was very proud of it. I was very, very proud of it. Would that...
Keep out of sight. There's only the vault doors.
That wouldn't break NDA either to share that, would it? Because it was nothing to do with NDA. The NDA is not everything you talk about in the server. It's anything that is not public information. Lucky Sea-Dog, help me out here. You know what the last message was. Would I be able to share that on stream? I think it'd be quite funny to share it. What do you think? I don't know. Don't push it. Oh no, it was literally nothing to do with Payday. It was nothing to do with Payday. I'm just not sure. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If it's in the server, I don't think it's public info. That's why I'm like, I won't. It was a funny meme. That's all I'll say. It was just a funny meme that I shared. I'll have to leave it at that. But your last message in the server, yeah, you know what it was, Lucky. Technically, isn't it? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Let's play it safe. Let's play it safe. Let's play it safe. Now, what the fuck is this laser pattern? Because I don't know how the hell I'm going to get through this. Starbreeze Ninja's going to get... Yeah, no, that's not... Why are there so many lasers? Oh my god. There we go. Yeah. For the record, I was leaning towards not sharing it there. I was leaning towards it anyway. I know it sounds like, oh, I was like, it's a message in there. Because the thing is, if I remember correctly, the agreement, like, because there were a few things I did remember, I think it was anything, like you said, anything in the server is non-disclosed because it's, like, discussed between people who signed NDAs, so... You know, if I told them that I had a dodgy toenail and hadn't told anyone anywhere else, then that would be NDA information, I guess. Which, for the record, I did not say. Trader showed up one day and spoke all of Eggman's announcement. Well, you see, the problem with you saying that, Lucky, is my chat would believe it. I did that on stream once. I did that during a Fortnite stream. I just read the full thing out. But I did it in a voice. What voice was it?
is remotely activated and on a timer. Look for a computer or terminal to activate it.
Camera.
Hold it right there.
Oh, you're kidding me. Was it a shadow impression? I thought it was. I thought it was. And what else are people saying? Payday 3 is pretty cool, but it's really said they're prioritizing a collab event about their game than Equally Dead game instead of working on their game riddled with issues. I mean, look, like, I think my stance on the PUBG thing is already abundantly clear. I think collabs are a very, very good idea for your game if your game is in a state where should people check it out, they'll want to stick around. And while Payday 3 has got a lot better, I don't firmly believe that it is in that state right now. You know, until they honor the things they said they were going to do, like with offline mode, etc. Until we have a more reliable cadence of updates, until we know that funding and staff being gutted hasn't impacted the long-term future of this game, there is no reliability as to how Payday 3 will look in a year's time. And I think when you're trying to sell yourself to a game as part of a collab to show, hey, look, you can check out our fun game too, as well as the one you're currently playing, you need to make sure that you make that clear to people. And if you don't...
Stay put. Shut up. Hey.
Time to hustle.
How have I somehow saved that cock up? How have I somehow saved that?
You know what's amazing to me? It
Ladies and
doesn't
gentlemen,
matter
we
what
call
I
that
say to you.
skill.
You're just playing
We
with
call
your
that
phone,
skill
aren't
right
you?
there.
I could go weird
The
as
god
shit.
followed me into the
You
door to
wouldn't
take
even
care of himself. That is beautiful.
Nutcracker,
Thank you, video games.
balloon animal,
Yeah, like
clarinet,
that's my problem with it.
monkey spasm.
That's my problem with it.
Yeah?
You know? The Jacket collab is an example of a good collab. Exactly. Because for that collab, people who like Jacket will then try Hotline Miami. A completely finished game that is very popular, well received. At least the first one is. Interestingly, one thing that did surprise me about the Starbreeze dev update, and I don't know if this surprised anyone else, but I found it really strange that when they showed up the image on screen to showcase Hotline Miami 2 coming out the same year as Payday 2, they shared a picture of an IGN review that was really scathing. They gave it like 2 stars out of 5. And I was just like, that seems like a really strange picture to show alongside the same release year of like, wow, the game we're collabing with has a really bad review. Look at this review. That seemed like a strange choice. Did anyone else notice that in the dev update? Or was that just me?
Sure to get those shipping ID stickers
That felt a
on
bit
the
odd.
cards before you fill them up with cash. We need to make sure the money ends up in the right
I doubt
place.
Denaton give a shit for the record. Like, it's not that deep. But I just remember seeing that and thinking,
That
that's a
cash won't
choice.
steal itself.
That's certainly a
Bundle it
choice.
up and throw it in the money cards.
An IGN review of the Payday 2 said the soundtrack was a special launch. Oh yeah, like, don't get me wrong. This is not me saying that IGN is the most trustworthy news review source. You know, everyone was blown away but when they actually gave Sonic China Generations a decent review. What I mean more is that, like, the evidence they chose to put on the screen to show that Hotline Miami 2 released, like, the same time as Payday 2 or around the similar time was a bad review of the game. That just felt like a strange choice to me, that's all.
That's one.
Too much water. I've barely drunk this stream. It's not good for me.
That's 3.
It's not good for me. I should do a stream goal. If we get 10 subs right now, I will literally go and refill my drink.
That's 5.
Why? Because I need to be paid to be responsible. Hotline Miami 2's peak. I haven't ever played the Hotline Miami games. Top-down games just aren't really my thing. And actually, for that reason, I haven't played Don't Be a Hero. I haven't said that till now. It sounds really good. All the reviews are really good for it. But those kind of games just do not do anything for me. And much like I've said before, I'd rather not just be negative for the sake of being negative. So I just haven't brought it up. Didn't feel like it was necessary to. I don't think he got too much water reference. No. I instead turned it into me asking for money. Because that's what Payday players do, baby. No, what is the reference? I don't actually get it. Please explain. I don't know what it is.
Head for the garage security checkpoint. All of you need to be inside that hallway so our inside man can open the door. He only has one shot at this.
Reloading for 1 ammo in SMG. What did I do that earlier? Listen, man, I'm a big fan of tactical reloading in games. I do it all the time. If there's like a bullet I can get back in my gun, I will put it back in. Another thing I would still back is getting instant cash to actually mean something. Man, that would be good. Oh, imagine if instant cash meant something. It wasn't just like a couple of extra $1,000. Picking this up feels so fucking pointless, but like my haha neurons go brain always has to pick it up anyway. And it annoys me. Switching to primary is faster than reloading. Not true, Alien. Switching to your other weapon is faster than reloading. You never said primary. So you're gonna quote it, man. Quote it right. Boop. There we go. Job done.
It'll open any time now. Stay frosty. Are you fucking kidding? There's no way I'm dropping you heavy armaments while you're flying under the radar. Okay.
I've actually never heard that line from Shade.
Garage, and then it's
Damn, that's really judgy. What the fuck?
No way. You're on the down low. I'm not calling in a helo weapon drop until... I'd say this was a rewarding day of banking.
Wow.
Cash secured. And that's all she wrote. Time to head out.
Every other heist lets you drop in the overkill and stealth. Wait, really? I've never tried that. Set off the alarm wasn't a problem, was it? What happens if you go loud now? Does the car still wait for you? I assume so, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't care enough to find out, friends. I want to beat the heist, and I beat the heist, so I'm very happy about it. There you go. I did the stealth bet. It only took me an hour to get round to it, but I did it. Oh. Fuck's sake. Boom. Oh. I've carried the Red Fox in stealth a ton. Oh, interesting. So it must just be a minigun. Must be unique to that. Intriguing. Oh, get rid of my notifications on Twitter. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Oh, who's this? PD Lucky retweeted your tweet. Who's that bitch? Fucking get rid of that. Oh. Thanks for not sucking at the game, streamer. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. I try my best, folks. I try my best. I try my best. Right, okay. Look, I could go for a little bit longer, but I actually kind of think I've summed up and said everything that I want to say. Which wasn't really much, like I said. I just kind of wanted to touch base and let you all know that nothing's changing. All's good with Starbreeze, as long as all's good with me on their end, which hopefully it is. I've got no reason to believe it wouldn't be. Other than, as I've said, I don't think I'm in the executive's best books, but them's the price you pay when you criticize people for their decisions. Doesn't do the dailies. Can I be honest? I don't fucking care enough about to do them. I just don't. Like my problem is, the reason that I don't, because that sounds really reductive. They're a good idea. They're a good idea. But were they broken? Oh yeah, they were broken. They were broken for like a bit in the new year. I think, weren't they patched a few days ago? I think, right? I don't know. My problem is that I don't play Payday 3 casually anyway. Right? Like I don't play it freely like in my spare time. If I did, I'd care for the daily challenges. I only play it right now for content. That's my big test. I want to get to a point where I play this game for fun casually again. And that'll be a big signal to me that things have got a lot better, but I'm still not there. Granted, I think part of that is probably because the new UI update, which was really good, like in visuals, was completely ruined for me because I couldn't play on my Xbox reliably for 2 months. You know, what's that gif of Tony Stark? Like, what am I supposed to do? You know? I only play it once a week for Elizabeth streams, and mine when I do multiplayer lobbies Game Freak. You bet. But yeah, so point being, thank you all very, very much for supporting the video yesterday. I greatly appreciate it. I know I haven't done a non-Payday video for a couple of weeks. Don't worry, it's on the beginning of the end for that stuff. I'm going to do it, but I think now I'm just going to let things on the channel sit. Just leave everything now. And my plan is, on Monday night, I will stream Jacket when the updates come out. It'll be slightly late, so I'll be finishing up some tutoring stuff. Although actually, one of my kids is trying to move LS at the minute. So in fairness, I don't know if he's actually messaging me again. I probably should check that. But in fairness, that might mean that I can stream earlier than I thought. But we'll see. Point being, on Monday night at to be determined time, I'll stream the update. We'll try Jacket live, try the overskills live, all that stuff. And then I'll make an update review video after that, probably to go out the day after. We'll probably do it like that. But yeah, seems like that'll be a decent plan. So next time I see you all now, will be a live stream for that, and then obviously the video I make after that, and then I will start going into non-Payday videos again. Like the Crime Boss one I want to do, and I think I'm going to make a video out of the Sonic 06 stream. I think that could be a good way to test if stream content is popular. Just see if people enjoy watching me play something on stream, like edit it down to highlights. Because if that works, maybe we'll do that going forward. Who knows? We'll see. But either way, thank you for watching, and I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you all for the love. I've said it enough times now, but you all know the situation. Nothing's really changing other than my partnership with Starbreeze. Still going to keep talking about Payday 3. Still going to keep making videos of Payday 3 whenever I see fit. And still going to hope that you all stick around and support me as I do it. That's all that matters to me. You know, that we all hang out, have a good time, and enjoy playing Payday. That's the most important thing at the end of the day. So YouTube, I will end your stream now, and Twitch, I will see if there's someone I can raid. So actually, let's just end things over on YouTube now, so that's all done. So YouTube folks, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on Monday night, where I'll again multi-stream the new update on both Twitch and YouTube. So stay tuned, see you all then, and I'll do the video on YouTube, hopefully the day after. Bye YouTube people, bye-bye. And that should be the YouTube lot gone. Give us just a second. Make sure that has indeed gone. Twitch people, you fucking stay there, don't you move. I'm watching you bitches. You don't get to go anywhere. Who said you were allowed? Fuck you. Yeah, there we go. Stream ended. Chat restored. Boom. Okay. Cool. Damn, it's really heartbreaking when you don't get a super chat and then the YouTube chat results just go, super chat total, £0. Fucking thanks. Thanks, YouTube. I need you to tell me that. I don't know. Right, Twitch people, let's see if there's anyone streaming I can pass you on to. Is there actually someone I can pass you on to, is the question. Oh, Shadrock! The fucking knock feature blocks a lot of the images, so it's hard to spot. We'll drop in on Shadrock. He's playing some more retro games. Let's go give him some love. But yeah, wait, you're our bitches. Wait, what? We're our bitches now. You always have been. What do you mean? Is that news to you? No. Thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all very soon. Much love. You take care. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Thanks for all your support. It means the world. And join the Discord. Actually, I should have said this already. Join the Discord server. Do it right now. Cool things over there. And make sure you also hop in over on the VOD channel, because I've rebooted that and we are all good to go over there. Scouse Vin, sorry, I saw your name earlier and I was in the middle of saying something. I think I saw you ask a question about me being on TV. If it's Limitless Win, yes, that was indeed me. Sorry, I was in my own little zone there. If you do want to talk to me about it, just join the Discord server. The link's there in the Twitch chat. Come say hi. Make an account if you need to and then hop in, whatever it may be. But yeah. Okay, gonna go raid Shadowrock now. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on Monday for the next stream. 3 streams we managed this week. We did it, chat. So we're gonna keep that up going forward. At least 3 streams a week. I want that fucking schedule going back to somewhat normal. Let's make it happen, people. Much love. See you all soon. Take care. And yeah, bye-bye.